What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope you had a good time last night and you came through on the other side fairly unscathed. And, you know, if you're a little hungover, just drink some water. You'll be okay. So, before we get to what we're going to talk about, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I think I'm going to try to clean up my mouth just a little bit. I'm not going to change on you or nothing. But lately, I've been getting shout-outs from channels that are a little more family-friendly. So, out of respect for them, since they're trying to send people over to me, I'm pretty sure there's a group of people who don't appreciate my filthy mouth. So, let's give it a shot anyway. We'll see how long that lasts. Either way, guys, as you can recall, I picked up an Intellivision, a very clean one, in fact, very recently. To go along with the stack of games that the No Swear Gamer sent me in my Atari.io Secret Santa package. It did have one little flaw. It's missing one of the buttons here. So I posted on a Facebook group, an Intellivision one. I can't remember which one. If I recall, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen or something. But regardless, showing it off, saying, hey, praise me for what I've recently purchased. And then mention the button if anyone had any extra parts laying around. You know, I tossed them a few bucks to get it out to me. And that's exactly what happened. A gentleman instant messaged me almost instantly saying, hey, I got a few. Just give me whatever it costs to get it out to you. And you can have them. And he did send me out two. So that was pretty cool of him. So if you're watching this, dude, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Now, as you know, the controller has buttons on both sides. So technically, if you were to hold it like this, and I think this is the way the manual wants you to hold it, it would be no problem. But I tend to want to hold it this way, which makes it problematic because I don't have a top button here. And the other thing it's doing is I think because this is all snapped up and it's not a full unit, whenever I do press this button, it's 50-50 on whether or not it makes the contact. It kind of does this weird shift thing. So I'm happy to get this piece into the thing, and then we'll see if we can't make this controller work a little bit better for the Creep anyway. I am still having a hard time getting used to it, but regardless, let's open this thing up. I've never opened one of these up, so I'm not anticipating any problems. I'm assuming there's a spring under here, so we're going to have to be careful, and I'm assuming this is all going to be more of a membrane, like a flex circuit, and hopefully this and the side button ones are one piece, so it's kind of flapped over, and this side will actually hold the flex circuit in, so there's not going to be too many issues. So let's just get this thing open and pop this sucker in and see if it helps at all a little bit. I'm sure it's going to help at least a little bit. I don't know. We'll figure it out either way. So let's get this thing open. Here we go. So one thing I really want to stress when it comes to doing something like this, use the right screwdriver tip. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people strip shit out because they get fucking lazy and they don't want to get the right equipment to do the job. You know, something as simple as just the right bit for your screwdriver. But I don't know. Either way, let's pop this open. Now again, I'm assuming there's a spring underneath the disc. So I'm gonna hold this pretty tight. Another thing I'm noticing is if you look at the buttons themselves, there's two different sides to them. There's a flat side, and then one that's kind of half rounded. I'm sorry, I was holding it the wrong way. And so I'm assuming there's a proprietary way to get this in there. So I'm going to have to keep note of that. So now that we have this unscrewed, let's see if we can't carefully lift this cover. Bam. Okay. You know what? I just want to explore a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a flex circuit. Okay, so it is folded down. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Let's not mess with it too much. So it's looking like the rounded sides are going to go downward. Oh, it just slides right in. I don't have to kind of finagle it into anything. So let's see if I can't just slide this out. My fat fingers. Bam, just like that. Oh, cool. Alright, so this is going to be a real quick video. It's just going to be a matter of me sliding this in, supposedly. And then firing it up and seeing if Seeing if we have some better functionality. See, those feel a little more solid. Well, either way, let's get this back together. Let's get it back together. I really want to explore this, but you know what? Not today. Not today. All right, make sure that's in there. That's right. Okay, so let's just get these screws back in. These screws are in decent shape too. They're not very rusty. All right, I'm not going to go too tight with these, so I don't want to crack anything. All right. Feels like everything's in place. That feels so much better. It's still not as pressed out as the other side. I'm wondering, I may off camera swap it out for this one. I don't know, you know what? Let me do that real careful, real quick off camera, and I'll see if there's a difference. Careful. Okay. Yeah, those are popping out a little bit more. Big difference. Huge difference. And you know what? I could tell which side this controller was used more. These are a little more squishy and loose, whereas these have a definite stiffness to them. So, I don't know. Alright, let's fire this up and see what's doing. Let's try it with Space Armada. Only because I know you can use both buttons for that. So, pull it out of the damn holster. Let's go. No. Game. Alright, they both work pretty well. Very responsive. This fucking disc.